Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So right now, granted, it could be a little warm. However, these boxed, ready to go, what do they call it? The bow and go. Pop that on there, you're ready to go. We have got now soft and cozy. Now this was featured in the 2AM show. It was massive hit. This is both the throw and the sock set for $17.95. Now, soft and cozy, man, they really had to brainstorm for that one because that's exactly what this is. These are soft, they're cozy, they're plush. One of the best descriptions I've heard from a viewer describing soft and cozy. It says, she said, whenever I have my soft and cozy, she had an angel wrap she was talking about. She said, whenever I put that on, it feels like I'm home. And she said, I could be traveling, I could be here, I could be away, I maybe not be feeling so well, I could be feeling down in the day. She said, this is phenomenal. Now, I believe we have a graphic on all the colors. Can we go ahead and show that? Because here we go. Are you ready? Get set. Because you want, seriously, do not just limit yourself to one of these. So obviously you have the black, great little black and white stripe in the sock. We have the red patchwork with a little bit of the snowflake sort of theme in there, very more Christmassy sort of theme. The light blue, obviously we have the solid, so the light blue, the orchid, and the red, ho, ho, ho. The navy patchwork as well, so you see there, the red patchwork or the navy patchwork. Merry Christmas is also in there, and ho, 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 going along with my ho, ho, ho pants that I've got on right now. So you're getting the socks, and I got to say, this is where, and if you notice these with the socks, they've got not only anything beautiful to wear, not only do they feel sensational, but on the base, they have these little nodules, right? These tiny little nodules, a little bit of massage, if you like, as well as grip. So if you're wearing them around the home, great way. In fact, I should have popped on a pair of these, shouldn't I? One size for all. Size of the throw is 50 inch by 60 inch. So this is how it comes boxed to you. So whether you're getting the red patchwork, whether you're getting the navy blue patchwork, whether you're getting the red or the blue or the orchid color, this is how it comes boxed up to you. Now, here's what we're doing for the FlexPay. It's less than $9 on your FlexPay. One of the things I say about this, and this is obviously a gift idea, give to yourself, but one of the things is that we are often not with the ones we love, meaning they could be interstate, they may not be feeling so well. What you could do is tell the operator that you want this sent to that person, have the invoice sent to you, and then this is going to arrive beautifully to their place. And so every single time they put it on, maybe it's the kids going off to university. Hooray, you say. We're finally getting the empty nest. They're going to be away. We're finally going to get the spare room back, but you want to make sure they're being pampered. You want to make sure they're warm on those cold nights. And this is a beautiful way of being able to do that. Maybe they're convalescing. Maybe they're recovering from surgery or something. Another really lovely way of saying, hey, I'm thinking of you. I wish I could do more for you. But for less than $18, you're getting your choice. Now, I want to remind you, okay, because it's important to see the colors. Let's put them up on the screen because we've only got a couple of them out here. But this is the choices that you have in the way of colors. You're getting both the socks and the throw. You have, obviously, far left there, you have the black with the black and white striped sock. Let's go through the solids. You have the red directly below it. On the other side, you have the orchid and then the light blue. And then we go for the patterns, if you like. You have the red patchwork, the navy patchwork, the Merry Christmas, and the ho, ho, ho. One FlexPay of less than $9 sent out to you. Another nice description that I've heard a viewer describe, and that's why I say that, because you would expect a host of HSN to say, oh yeah, they're fabulous, they're so soft, and they are. But what a viewer, in her very words, said, not only did it feel like home, but it's almost like puppy ears. You know the little puppy ears, how soft they are? That's how soft they are, so soft to be able to put these on. You know, at the end of the day, and I haven't experienced high heels, but I believe they're no picnic. Take off the high heels at the end of the day, slipping these on, popping the throw around, and getting that gorgeous. In fact, let me show you the size of this. Well, this is the orchid. Look at that color. Now, can I ask Chris, out of the colors that we have available, Chris being my producer, what has been the most popular out of the options that we have? So I've got obviously the black and the white here. You like that? Looks, doesn't it? Right? Got to model that, like just like that. This is the orchid, 50 inches by 60 inches on that. I won't be popping on the socks. Actually, can I move around here? Will that throw off the cameras if I move around? Here we go. Here we go. Watch this. Check out those plaid pants. They come up later on as well. These are for Jeffrey Banks coming up the next day. The runway's calling, apparently. There we go. So just like that. Right, that. Yeah, work it. Love that camera. Remember, $17.95. You're getting not just the throw. Wrap. They just wrapped me early, for goodness sake. Can you believe that?